You are 18 right now. 18, 17, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Sige, mag-attendance muna tayo right now. Bago tayo mag-start magklase. Kindly say present once na natawag ko yung pangalan na Abelia Miko Jade.
Present po, ma'am.
Bahamundi Angelo. Benamer Desiree. Bustilio Christian. Butyong Tricia.
Present po.
Okay. Kanta Joshua Chris.
Present po.
Kapal Crystal.
Present po.
Cesario Naomi. Tapa. De La Peña Tricia Kayla.
Present po.
Ayan, nandiyan na. Okay, good morning sa iyo. Parang bagong gising tayo ah. Di ba Jeneline?
Present po.
Gualberto Shikina.
Present po.
Okay. Hernandez Fe. Okay. Hamero Baby Angel.
Present po.
Jawad Shira Lavin. Wala pa. Landicha Jordan.
Present po.
Leus Maria Nina.
Present po.
Lubit Josephine May.
Present po.
Marcelo Crichel. Montana Julia Rose.
Present po.
Morales Rona Mariz.
Present po.
Oblina Russell.
Present po.
Onte Harvey.
Present po.
Plata Earl Andre. Sarah Jamaica.
Present po.
Tagala Hershey Crystal. Ay, wala. Sino dito hindi nabanggit? Parang meron ngayon lang pumasok. Sino hindi nabanggit?
Present po, ma'am.
Benamer. Okay.
Ma'am, present po. Bahamundi.
Bahamundi. Sino pa? Wala na? Wala nang hahabol? Bustilio, nandito ka na ba? Cesario? Naomi? Howard or Jawad Sherry Levine? Plata Earl Andre? Tagala Hershey? Wala pa. Okay. Saglit lang. Ay, start na tayo ng proper class. Good morning everyone. So right now, we're conducting online class. So kahit kung kayo ay nakaschedule sa akin ng face-to-face, we will still be having online class due to the entrance exam schedule sa Batangas State University at Dalangilan Campus. Nakapag-breakfast na ba ang lahat? Sino hindi pa? Sana ay kayo ay nakapag-breakfast na. And please bear with my voice. So alam ko namang nakakaantok talaga yung klase natin, tapos yung boses ko pa is more or less mas nakakaantok din pag pinakikinggan lang. So I hope kayo po ay walang ibang ginagawa kundi makinig at matuto't mag-aral. Ipa-flash ko muna ngayon sa screen yung ating handouts. Then after this class, i-upload ko na siya sa ating classroom. So pwede nyong i-print para doon sa may mga naka-printer. May mga printer rather. Pwede na kayo mag-print ng inyo or pwede nyo na i-photocopy yung etong ating handouts pag kayo ay pumasok na sa Alangilan. This is composed of 40 pages kasi ito ay combine na ng discussion for today tsaka last meeting. So yung magiging discussion natin next meeting is another additional pages for the coverage ng midterm natin. Okay, we are done with the current and voltage. Kung naalala nyo. Okay. Tsaka electric circuits, we are done with that. Resume na tayo ngayon sa resistance. So, nabanggit ko nga nung nakaraan na ang resistance, siya yung pumipigil para yung flow of energy mo ay hindi makapag-penetrate. So, sabi dito, the simplest form of electric lamp is tiny metal filament inside a clear glass bulb which glows white hot incandesces with heat energy when sufficient electric current passes through it. Ibig pong sabihin, yung mga dati pong bumbilya or yung mga nakikita nyo dati kung paano i-drawing yung bumbilya, yung parang pa-spiral part. So, yun po yung tinatawag na filament. So, yun po is, dahil yun po ay manipis na wire, once na dinaluyan po ng energy, namumula po siya, nagpo-produce ng heat, kaya po, yun po ay umiilaw, nagbibigay ng light. So, like the battery, it has two conductive connection points, one for electron to enter and the other for electrons to exit. Connected to a source of voltage, an electric lamp circuit looks something like this. So, ito po yung battery mo. Ito yung nangyayari madalas kapag kahit yung mga simpleng ilaw lang na ang ginagamit ay battery. So, ikaw po ay merong pagka-battery po, tapos DC, yan po ay may polarity. So, negative, pumasok kay electric lamp, lumabas, positive. May pagkakataon din naman na ito ay positive, pumasok sa electron, lumabas sa negative side, papunta sa negative side ng battery. So, tatandaan nyo, mas maiksi yung guhit, negative, mas mahaba yung guhit, positive. Kailangan nyo ma-distinguish po dito kung alin po ang negative at positive terminal. Ulit, pag mas maiksi ang guhit, negative terminal. Pag mas mahaba ang guhit, positive terminal. Ibig sabihin ko ito po ay kung mas mahaba itong nasa taas at mas maiksi itong nasa baba, ibig sabihin naman po ito ang positive, ito ang negative, if ever. Okay. As the electrons work their way through the tiny thin metal filament of the lamp, they encounter more opposition to motion than they typically would in a thick piece of wire. This opposition to electric current depends on the type of material, its cross-sectional area, and its temperature. So mamaya po, i-discuss natin why does the cross-sectional area, temperature, the type of material affects the current flow in a system. Because of yung kasi po ay papasok na sa resistivity. Okay. It is technically known as resistance, or yun na po sinasabi natin dahil resistance po ang naapektuhan once na sinalang-alang po natin yung anong klase ng material, yung kanyang cross-sectional area at yung kanyang temperature. This resistance serves to limit the amount of current through the circuit with a given amount of voltage supplied by the battery as compared with the short circuit where we had nothing but a wire joining one end of the voltage source to the other. Here, listed below are the important points regarding resistance. Resistance is the measure of opposition to electric current. Ibig sabihin po si resistance, opposition. So, opposition, kalaban, parang ganun, di ba? Kabaliktaran. O, inaano niya, kina-counter niya. Pinipigilan niya yung electric current. So, yung resistance daw ay measured kung gano'n niya kayang i-hold o pigilan yung electric flow, yung electric current. A short circuit is an electric circuit offering little or no resistance to the flow of electrons. Short circuits are dangerous with high voltage power sources because the high currents encountered can cause large amount of heat energy to be released. Mamaya, after this, mamaya makikita natin bakit pagka high voltage, nakakamatay siya pagka yun ay short circuit. An open circuit is one where continuity has been broken by the interruption in the path of electrons to flow. So, kung maalala nyo, ito yung dinrawing ko last time sa board. Kapag dire-diretso, so, closed circuit, pero pagka yan po ay binura ko yung isang part doon na putol, so open circuit na siya kasi hindi na makakadaan yung electrons from one place to another. A closed circuit is one that is complete with good continuity throughout. A device designed to open or close a circuit under controlled condition is called a switch. So yan, yung mga switch sa bahay, nakikita nating switch yung pinipindot, yung toggled. So may iba-iba din klase tayong switch. Pero we will not discuss it further. Alam naman natin kung paano saan ginagamit yung switch. Pwede siyang pinipindot or pwede siyang ang pagpindot is baba, taas. The terms open and closed refer to switches as well as entire circuits. An open switch is one without continuity, so electrons cannot flow through it, and a closed switch is one that provides a direct low resistance path of electrons to flow. So let me look for a video regarding sa switch. Na yung binabanggit nila dito na pag open switch is without continuity where electrons cannot flow, then a closed switch. Though I expect naman na nyo siya, na i-imagine nyo na right now. Pero still, hanap tayo na mas maiksi. Okay. This one mas maiksi. Oops. Okay. Kindly check if it's audible, ha, the video is audible. Is it?
A simple circuit consists of the same basic parts. It has an energy source, a battery. It has an output device, in this case a bulb. Wires, usually made of copper, are used to connect the circuit components together. Simple circuits often include a switch, which controls the flow of electricity as it opens and closes the circuit. This is how the components in a simple circuit can be assembled. When the switch is in the off position, there is a break in the circuit. There is no complete path along which electricity can flow, and the output device, the bulb, does not light up. When the switch is in the on position, there is a complete path along which electricity can flow, and the bulb lights up. How do you think adding another bulb to the circuit will affect the brightness of the bulbs? You'll find out in the next video.
So, yun yung sinasabi ko na ang switch lang na ginamit doon is representation ng na bababa at taas. Pero actually, yun din yung mechanism niya ng iba't ibang switch sa loob. So, anong nangyayari? Nagkakaroon ng conductivity once na on. So, that makapenetrate yung electrons to flow from one place to another. Then, yung flow din ng electricity, actually, ang conventional na flow is from positive to negative. Pero minsan, meron kasing mga behavior yung mga materials natin, kaya ang nangyayari minsan ay from negative to positive. Pero madalas pag nagsosolve tayo pagka sa electrical is from positive to negative yung polarity or charge. So yun po yung nangyayari. Okay? Pasok na tayo sa resistance. So resistance or represented by capital letter R denotes its ability to resist the flow of electric current. It is measured in ohms. Excuse me. Ibig sabihin po, yung resistance represented by capital letter R, ang kanya pong unit ay ohms. Ito. Kung minsan baka familiar kayo, it is called omega. Pero dito, we will call it ohms. Ito, parang inverted letter U na may paa. So, ito yung tinatawag na Ohm's law. I is equals to V over R. So, yan po yung talagang tamang formula kapag po Ohm's law. It's not V equals IR, but I is equals to V over R. Kasi ang sinasabi po kasi dito sa Ohm's law, ang sinasabi po dyan, ang current mo, kaya ka magkaka-current is because of yung pagtulak ng voltahe sa bawat resist or yung pagpigil para yung electron mo ay makapenetrate dun sa material conductor mo. That's why ito po ang tamang formula ng Ohm's law. Though familiar po ang iba na ang Ohm's law ay V is equals to IR. Paano po nangyayari yon? Wait lang. Hindi na pala dito makakapagsulat. Uhu. Is equals to V over R. So we are finding the value of voltage. So 1 times V is still a V or the voltage. Then current times resistance, yun po yung magiging formula ng voltage. Ganun yung nangyari, no? So cross multiply lang po tayo dyan para mahanap natin yung mga desired value natin. Short circuit, a circuit element with resistance approaching zero, and open circuit element with resistance approaching infinity. Iano nyo po yan. Tatandaan nyo po yan na ang short circuit is with resistance approaching to zero. Ibig sabihin po, bakit siya ay approaching zero? Kasi yung current mo, patuloy yung pagdaan. Ibig sabihin, kung malaki yung current mo, then maliit lang yung resistance mo, more or less nasa 0.0, blah, 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 and so on, yung value mo ng resistance. On the other hand, pag open circuit, bakit siya approaching to infinity? So once na naputol yan, kahit gaano pa yan kalaki, yung current mo, once na yan ay putol o open circuited, ang mababasa mo pa rin dyan na resistance is larger than the current that's flowing. So that's why yun po ay approaching infinity. Kung makapal yung wire mo, tapos yung current mo lang is 0 or 1 ampere, pero siya ay putol, so you still have the larger amount of resistance. Wait, let me look for a better visualization for that part. Okay. Lang. Okay.
Open and short circuits are two faulty configurations that might occur in electrical circuits. In this video you'll learn the difference between both. Open circuit. An open circuit occurs when a conductor is broken between 2 points. The figure above displays an open circuit. Short circuit. Whenever a low resistance connects between 2 points, a short circuit is created. The figure above displays a short circuit. Resistance. An open circuit has infinite resistance, whereas a short circuit has very small resistance. An ideal short is the one having zero resistance, while practical short circuits could have very small resistance. Current. The flow of electron through any circuit requires complete path. In an open circuit there is no path for electrons and thus current flow is zero. In a short circuit there is no resistance and current flow is infinite. One can also understand the current in terms of resistance. The resistance in open circuit is maximum. From Ohm's law there is no current through open circuit. Whereas in short circuit current the resistance is zero and from Ohm's law current is infinite. Practically, an open circuit occurs when a portion of wire is removed out of circuit. Let's consider that you are plugging the television into wall outlet. But the television is not switching because one wire inside plug is disconnected. This disconnection of wire is an open circuit. Short circuit. Practically, a short circuit occurs when two conductors are shorted via some wire. Let's consider the wires in an extension board. The insulation of both wires breaks and their conductors are shorted. So, that was all about open and short circuits. Subscribe our channel.
Okay, I guess mas na-visualize nyo kahit pa paano yung ating yung regarding sa pagdating dito sa short circuit and open circuit. Okay. Wait. Oh, it's not. Okay. Next, so conductance. Other than resistance, we also have conductance. So ano ba yung conductance? Si conductance naman po ay kabaliktaran ni resistance. Ibig sabihin, kung si resistance ay pumipigil, si conductance naman siya ay nag-a-allow to conduct of electric current flow. Kaya nandoon po yung word na conductor. So, connected conductor, conductance. So, wag malilito once na narinig nyo or na-encounter nyo si resistance and si conductance. Ang kanya namang unit, ang unit naman ni conductance is mhos or Siemens. Mhos, from the word ohms, kasi kabaliktaran, so ginawa siyang mhos. Then, one more thing na mas familiar yung iba is Siemens. So, ang naman ito, ang symbol naman po ng conductance is inverted na omega or inverted na symbol ng ohms. So, ibig sabihin, kung sa ohms ay nasa baba yung paanong U, dito naman sa conductance, nasa taas yung paa ng U. Then how will you find the conductance? You will find conductance with the formula of G equals 1 over R. Kasi reciprocal nga ng resistance. Hindi naman siya pwedeng maging G equals R. Ibig sabihin, pag G equals R, they are the same. Pero siya ay reciprocal. That's why nasa denominator yung resistance natin here sa formulang G is equals to 1 over R. Ay, nakikinig pa ba lahat? Okay pa? Absorb pa? Punta tayo sa power and energy. Ay, so for the power and energy naman, although current and voltage are the two basic variables in an electric circuit, they are not sufficient by themselves. For practical purposes, we need to know how much power an electric device can handle. We all know from experience that a 100-watt bulb gives more than a 60-watt bulb. We also know that we pay our bills to the electric utility companies. We are paying for the electric energy consumed over a certain period of time. Thus, power and energy calculations are important in circuit analysis. Ay dito tayo sa sa explanation. I know, rather dito sa mismong main definition ng power. So, power is the time rate of expending or absorbing energy measured in watts. Ibig sabihin yung power, yun yung energy na nabigay sa iyo nung circuit or nung voltage and current and resistance. So, overall, nung tatlong yun is the power which was measured in watts. Ibig sabihin po, ang unit ng power is in terms of watts or capital letter W. So hindi siya work energy, hindi siya work. Siya po ay power. Okay? Power is the energy consumed per time measured in watts. Kaya po meron dyan tayong equation na derivative of work over time, kasi 'di ba ang energy is work, is equals to kung mapapansin nyo o maaalala nyo, 'di ba, yung voltage work over charge. So derivative ng work over charge, that's the voltage. Tignan natin dito, balikan natin. Ito po siya, dahil energy consumed for every charge ng iyong electron. Bakit siya ay work over charge? Kasi di ba kung maalala nyo, ang voltage po is the pressure or the pusher. Kaya kailangan nyo po it needs to have work for every charge or for every electron. That's why yun po yung voltage. On the other hand, times dq over dt or the charge per time or simply current. Ito yung I equals CS where C is coulombs, siya yung charge, over S which is seconds, yun yung time, kung naalala nyo. That's why power is equals to voltage times current. So, paano po dito napasama yung resistance na sinasabi nyo? Kasi po, bago mo makuha ang current or yung voltage, lagi po naapektuhan niya ni resistance, yung pumipigil para yung electron mo ay makapag-flow. At para kung gaano dapat manggigil ang voltahe mo para maitulak niya yung charges or yung electron mo from one place to another to produce a electron flow. Energy is the capacity to do work. We all know that. Measured in joules, capital letter J. The electric power utility companies measured energy in watt-hour, where 1 watt-hour equals to 3,600 joule. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo dun sa mga bill nyo ng kuryente, is nakalagay dyan ay kilowatt-hour or watt-hour. Kay Meralco, kilowatt-hour. Larger value ng energy ang kanilang standard measurement. So may makikita tayo kWhr. Ibig sabihin yun po ay kilowatt hour kay Meralco. I don't think lang po Batelec or ibaan or kahit sa ibang distribution utilities. So ito po yung madalas talagang unit or measured energy in terms of power. No. Punta tayo sa SI units. I guess or I'm expecting you guys na familiar na kayo sa SI units. So, common SI units. Example, katulad ng length. It is what? SI system pagdating sa measurement. Sa haba, mga haba. Mass for the kilogram. So, kay length, ang SI unit ni length ay meter. Pero ang abbreviation ni meter ay M. Kapag naman mas ang hinahanap, automatic SI unit, kilogram, so kg, pag times second, electric current ay ampere, pag temperature ikaw ay naka-Kelvin, hindi ka naka-Celsius ha. So kapag kayo ay may mga problem, SI unit, i-convert nyo ang Celsius into Kelvin. So, makikita nyo dyan yung iba pang SI unit. So pag sinabi nating force, ang kanyang SI unit ay Newton. Energy is joule, power is watt, voltage is volt, charge is coulomb, resistance is ohm, capacitance farad. Yung ibang unfamiliar kayo dyan guys, huwag kayong mag-alala kasi madidiscuss naman natin yan in the future within this period of this sem. So yan yung mga common SI units na ma-encounter nyo dito sa Basic Electrical Engineering subject. Okay. So, sub-derived units, nandiyan din. Ito naman ay actually, meron tayong mga English unit. So, hindi ko na ibibigay English unit, though, you need to familiarize with it then. Katulad ng length, ano ba ang kanyang SI unit? Pagka English unit ng length, it is in feet. So, nandyan din kung paano mo i-convert yung mga bagay-bagay sa mundo. Pag force in pounds, yan. Pag power in horsepower, hindi siya in kilowatt. Tapos energy, kilowatt hour. Then kung English, foot pound, no? Para makuha mo yung joule. Kumbaga, binigyan ko kayo ng SI unit. English unit rather. Binigyan ko kayo ng feet, pero ang kailangan natin is in meters kasi you need to give me the answer into a metric unit. Kung ang given sa problem ay horsepower, then kailangan mo siyang i-convert sa 746 para makuha mo yung value niya in terms of watts. Okay, electrical engineering, an overview. Basahin natin. Basahin ko. Electrical engineering is the profession concerned with systems that produce, transmit, and measure electric signals. Electric engineering combines the physicist's model of natural phenomena with the mathematician's tools for manipulating those models to produce systems that meet practical needs. Electrical systems are always present in our daily lives. They are found in homes, schools, workplaces, and transportation vehicles everywhere. We begin by presenting a few examples from each of the 5 major classification of electrical system. Okay. We have 5 major classification for the said electrical system. Paano ba pag sinabing electrical system? So, ibig sabihin, doon merong involved or doon nagkakaroon ng connection or ng penetration or ng what term did we use about this? Wait lang. Interaction, yeah. Interaction yung power, voltage, current, and resistance mo. So, we have the communication system. So, ibig sabihin, sabi, ang communication system are electrical system that generate, transmit, and distribute information. Well-known examples include television equipment such as camera transmitters, receivers, and VCRs. Radio telescopes used to explore the universe, satellite systems which return images of other planets and our own. Radar system used to coordinate plane flights and telephone system. For the computer system, we use electrical signals to process information ranging from word processing to mathematical computation. System ranges in size and power from pocket calculators to personal computers to supercomputers that perform such complex tasks as processing weather data. Okay, basahin nyo na lang yan, yung 5 major classification. Well, self-explanatory naman po yan. We also have control system and power system, signal processing system. Ibig sabihin po, sa communication system, gamit na gamit po dyan din. Ibig sabihin yan po kasi yung 5 classification na or sa buhay natin na talagang kailangan ang electricity. So, yan. Number 1 is the communication system wherein ito, katulad nito sa internet, nakapag-communication tayo sa isa't isa, sending other files or other information from one place to another or from one place to different network or sub-network. So, computer system, yan yung mga calculators, hindi naman yan gagana without the battery, without the current, voltage, resistance. Yan po yung ibig sabihin nila. Lahat naman po sila ay gumagamit ng electrical system. So, control system, ibig sabihin naman po, yung mga, kung makikita nyo yung mga, sa mga thesis nila, yung mga control panel or yung mga switch, yan. Yung mga, ibig sabihin control yan kasi pwede mo siyang pindot, yung mga pinipindot wherein makakapag-perform o magkakaroon ng job done. Gamit yung power. Okay, yung power system, ito. Power system yan, yung pag-generate ng kuryente. Then, signal processing system, electric signal that represent information. They transform signal in the information contained in them more suitable form. So, different ways to process signals and their information. Punta tayo, basic concepts in electrical engineering. Okay, sinasabi dito, electric circuit theory and electromagnetic theory are the 2 fundamental theories upon which all branches of electrical engineering are built. Many branches of electrical engineering such as power, electric machines, control, electronics, communications, and instrumentation are based on electric circuit theory. Kaya po, more or less magkakapatid po yung electrical, eyes, instrumentation, electronics, so lahat po yan kasi ay ang fundamental po niyan ay usage of electricity or power. Ang pinagkaiba-iba lang po is kay electrical po kasi ay mas larger amount o bultuhan kung makikita nyo. And mega, kilo, yun yung mga ginagamit sa electrical. On the other hand, pag mga electronics naman po is milliohm, microohm. So yun po yung parang range ng electronics tsaka electrical. Pero yung kanilang ang nangyayari lang, ang pinagkakaiba lang is yung usage. Sa kanila kasi more or less yan yung mga appliances, yung controls, pero on the other hand po, kailangan pa rin nila ng power supply, which is, yun na po yung pang electrical. Ano po? Sa amin naman, kaya connected kami sa kanila, kasi sa bawat din switch na kailangan namin, so nagtatransform po tayo, nagde-develop po sila, nagiging control panel na po ano. So yun po, kaya magkapatid po talaga yung electrical ECE. Ano po? Okay. In electrical engineering, we are often interested in communicating or transferring energy from one point to another. To do this, it requires an interconnection of electrical devices, such as interconnection is referred to as an electric circuit. And each component of circuit is known as element. Ibig sabihin po, yung interconnection ng electrical devices, ano ba yung mga electrical devices? So, yun po yung mga switch, mga circuit breaker, yung load, tinatawag. Yan po yung mga electrical devices. On the other hand, ito naman pong mga current, voltage, element po. Yan, ano po? Battery, electrical devices, lamp, electrical devices, ano po? So, yan po yung mga example nila. Ito, what are the three basic elements of a electrical devices? So, you have battery, lamp, and connecting wires. Yan yung basic element again. Battery, the connecting wires, and the lamp. Yung nangyayari dyan, kung ikaw ay nag-tap ng wire, so ito din yung ito lang din yung kapag may mga motor kayo sa sasakyan. Yung baterya nyo, di ba, meron yan, isang terminal plug lang dito tsaka dito. Pero yun po, sa automotive engineering, meron po yan, pagdating po ng terminal dito, meron po siyang pupuntahan na isang alternator or exciter. Doon po magkakaroon ng disconnection between ang pagaganahin niya po ay yung makina ng sasakyan, and the other is i-distribute from this battery DC voltage papunta sa mga iba't ibang ilaw. Ano? So, yun na po yung nangyayari. Pag naman ikaw ay under ng automotive, pero hindi ko nasasabihin yung regarding sa automotive, kasi kayo naman ay industrial. So, yun lang yung basic na nangyayari din. Parang mabivisualize nyo lang or maisip nyo na ginagamit din talaga to in our daily lives. This one is an electric circuit of a radio transmitter. I will not discuss this because hindi niya naman na kailangan kung paano we have to come up with this kind of electric circuit para sa isang radio transmitter. Excuse. More or less, this was discussed under ECE or ICE or MEXE. We have different types of circuit diagrams. The other one is the block diagram. I guess familiar kayo dito sa block diagrams. If ito yung sasagot ng yes or no. Pictorial diagrams. So ito yung ang dito naman is ang picture ng connection is yung kung ano yung nakikita mo in the real world. Yan yung pictorial diagrams. Kapag naman po schematic diagram, ito po ay yung ang pagbe-visualize is yung parang legends na tinatawag or symbols. Ano po? So tulad nito, ang pinagkaiba ito mga, ang battery, pagka pictorial yung mismong itsura ng battery. Dito ang battery is yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na yung may polarity na mas mahaba, ang linya positive, mas maiksi is negative. Yan po kasi yung symbol or schematic symbol ng isang battery. Pag sa switch, ganito, toggled yan, up, down lang yan dito. Pero dito ang switch is yung mismong nakikita nyo. Yung mga nakikita nyo sa mga jeep, sa mga, saan pa ba nyo ito nakikita sa mga motor, yan, tricycle. Then the lamp, ibang-iba ang tsura ng schematic symbol ng lamp kumpara mo pagka pictorial, so ganyan yung tsura. Okay. Schematic diagram using lamp symbol is this one. Tapos pag resistor ay ito. Bakit pwede siyang resistor symbol? Kasi po si lamp po, ang ginagawa niya po, hindi niya naman lahat ina-absorb yung power from the battery. Bakit? Kapag inabsorb niya yan lahat, yung buong power, pag wala siyang resistance, puputok po yan yung bumbilya. Kaya may pumuputok na mga bumbilya pagkasaksak o pagkabuhay. Kasi po, yung resistance value ng ilaw, hindi niya kayang pigilan yung electric flow na dadaan from the voltage source. So, yung voltage source na tinatawag yun yung sa battery, gano'n. Nandito din yung mga common schematic symbols for common electrical circuit elements. Okay. We will go to sample problems. Okay, saglit. Ayusin lang natin tong sample problem. Sorry, nakamute pala ako. Okay, ulit. Ulit ang ating, ulitin natin. So, an electric iron draws 2 amperes at 120 volts. Find its resistance. Kung mapapansin nyo, 2 ampere is your current. Your voltage is 120 volts. So, schematic diagram natin yan. So, voltage o yung battery. So, mas mahaba yung linya positive, mas maikse negative. You have the current. So, yung current, lalakad yan dito sa connecting wires, which is amounting of 2 amperes. Resistance mo, kasi yung current papuntang resistance, hinahanap mo yung, so ang iyong unit sa resistance naman is ohm. Gamit ang Ohm's law, I is equals to V over R. So, pagka yan po ay ang hinahanap naman natin is R, ang mangyayari dyan, ito itataas mo dito, at itong I ibababa mo doon. Mangyayari po, R is equals to V over I. Gets? Meron kang value ng voltage na 120 volts all over current mo na 2 amperes. 120 divided by 2 is 60. So, ang resistance mo dyan ay 60 ohms. Yan. So, yan ang ibabox nyo sa final answer. Ito ay ohm sa inverted U. So, huwag nyo na lang pagdikitin yan. Dapat di kasi yan magdidikit. Okay, next. Pagdating mo naman dito, so number 2, the essential component of a toaster is an electrical element that converts electrical energy to heat energy. So, yun yung ginagawa ng oven toaster, no? From electrical, sinaksak mo, yung parang dalawang bumbilya, mag-iinit yung filament to produce heat energy. So, how much current is it drawn by a toaster with the resistance of 10 ohm at 110 volts? Okay, sulat natin ulit ang given. R is 10 ohms. And your voltage is 110. From Ohm's law, I is equals to V over R. Ang voltage mo ay 110 all over the resistance mo na 10. So, 110 divided by 10. Ilan? 6 amperes. 6 amperes. Yan. Kuha, gets? Sample problem number 3. In a circuit shown, calculate the current, the conductance, and the power. So, hindi ko pala nakopya yung kanyang circuit. Ito ang kanyang circuit. Wait, adjust natin muna to. Dito. Sulat natin ito ay 1, 2, 3. Ay, wait. Kopyahin muna natin yung circuit. Ito yung kanyang circuit. A. Ulit. In a circuit shown below, calculate the current, the conductance, and the power. So, meron dito sa circuit, kung makikita nyo, ano mga given mo? R, which is 5 kilo ohm. Ano pa? Voltage na 30 volts. So, makukuha mo na ang current from the formula of Ohm's law. To find I, use Ohm's law. Ohm's law where I is equals to V, so V over R. So, I is equals to, ang voltage mo ay 30 divided by 5 kilo ohm. So, ano ang kilo? Wherein, this is also equals to 5 times 10 raised to 3. So, sa calcube, yan ay ilalagay. So, paano ang calcube? Wait lang. Paano nyo makikita ang ating mahiwagang calculator? So, dito ang ating mahiwagang calculator. Ito pala. Entire screen natin. Para makita nyo ang mahiwagang calculator. Okay, kita ba? Visible ba? Visible? Kindly confirm naman kung visible siya. All over 5 times 10 raised to 3. So you have 30 volts all over. Kasi kailangan ng iyong para makuha ang current ay ang R mo ay ang voltage mo ay in volts at ang iyong resistance ay ohms, in ohms. Pero dahil yan ay kilo, ito ay volts, ito tama, ito gagamitin mo agad dito. Ito gagawin mo munang 5 times 10 raised to 3 ohms. Ito yung prefix, di ba? Kaya ang ilalagay mo dito ay 30 divided by 5 times 10 raised to 3. So, equals 6 times 10 raised to negative 3. Or, simply, pag naka-prefix ka, okay, sulat muna natin dito. Wait lang. 5 times 10 raised to negative 3. Joke lang. Positive pala. Is equals to 6 times 10 raised to negative 3 amperes. Pero ano sabi ko sa inyo pag ganyan? Pag naka-negative 3, dapat ang inyong sagot ay 6 microampere. O kung isusulat nyo yan, 110, 6 microampere. Ganyan. So you have already the current. Meron ka na ng current. Ano pang wala mo? Conductance. Kung maalala nyo, ang conductance ay G is equals to 1 over R, where your resistance is 5 kilo ohms. Kaya mangyayari dyan, 1 divided by 5 kilo ohms. 5 times 10 raised to positive 3. And your conductance will be what? Okay, at dito sa calcu 1 divided by 5 times 10 raised to 3 equals 2 times 10 raised to negative 4 mos. 2 times 10 raised to negative 4 ulitin natin to para hindi kayo malito. Oh, sobrang liit. Raised to negative 4. Mos. Ito baliktaran ng ohm. Inverted U. So, yan yung sagot mo para sa conductance. How about your power? Ito, power. Kung naalala nyo, hindi nyo makikita pala. Power is equals to voltage times current. Equals, ang voltage nyo ay 30 times current nyo ay, ano nakuha mong current? 6 microamperes. Equals, calculator, 30 times 6 times 10 raised to negative 3 micro milli pala yan, raised to negative 6. Oh, ibig sabihin ito ay, sorry for that. Wala man lang nakakapag-correct. Hindi ito naka-micro. Ito ay M. Small letter M. Dahil ikaw ay raised to negative 3 siya ay milli. Okay. Wala nakapansin. Panes.
Ma'am, may tanong po ako.
Ano po iyon?
Doon po sa number 2, paano po nakuha yung 6? Ay, ang sagot po sa 110 divide 10 ay 11 po.
11 ba? Okay, 11. So, thank you for correcting me again.
Sige po.
This is 11. 11 ba?
Opo.
Wait. 110 divided by 10 is 11. Thank you for correcting me, Miss. Who is it again? Hammer. Okay. I'll take note on your name. Is 11 amperes. Thank you for recalculating our sample problem. 20 pa lang nasa isip ko. Pero siya ay 110. 120 tsaka 20 pala nasa isip ko. Sorry. So, it's 11 amperes sa number 2. Dito naman is 6 MA. Kasi di ba ang negative 3 sa suffixes, prefixes ay ang negative 3 ay M, milli. So, this would be not micro, but milli. Adjust natin to. So, for power, presume tayo, for power, anong nangyari na dito? Mali ito.